Come on. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm just going to get into this, if that's okay. I believe life is precious. Every heartbeat, every breath, and every motion I make are miracles. Purely because of the fact that I exist. To be anything is so extraordinary. Moreover, I only have one life. One chance to live as much as I can within the short amount of time I have. An existence nestled between birth and death that must be filled with as much as possible. One could say we're always living, but I disagree. I think there's a clear distinction between living and existing. When we exist, we're merely here. But to live is to be present, to savor each moment. Our existence is fleeting. The way we live our life, it should be infinite in nature. Our class has worked hard for this moment, like insanely hard. We have gone beyond what we set out to do. Not only did we graduate, but along the way, our class formed a recycling initiative to deal with waste in our school. We led a walkout. And girls softball placed second in state. We created a college prep book and paid for it for the upcoming junior class. Not to mention all that our arts programs have done and how much they've done these last 4 years, which is extraordinary. But as we head on to college and into the future, this giant leap, let's not forget the countless miles we have already walked. Take a step back. We have done so much, but we have much to do. We live in an imperfect world. It seems as though every day there is a new tragedy on the television, a different school shooting every other week. An imperfect world in the way we treat each other. How everyone is so focused on their own interests, and they end up trampling over one another. We even live in an imperfect school district, one where the enlightenment of our education is only matched by the powerlessness we feel. One where we see a larger increase in jumping jacks and kickball than we do in the passion for reading or respect of the humble tutelage of it. And an imperfect world many of us have come to be aware of in high school. So we live in an incredibly flawed and imperfect world. What do? Like I said, take a step back. Every day we live is a canvas waiting to be painted. From the time my eyes open each morning, the time my eyes shut, I want to experience and cherish as much about life as I can. There is so much awaiting us, so much rapture to behold. In many ways, this sounds like carpe diem, but carpe diem lacks direction. I think living each day to the fullest is far lesser than living each day, each moment, deliberately. To strive every day to form a more perfect union, society, and world, to edge the world closer to perfection in every action we make. To combat the senseless flux in every action we do, to push our own rocks up the mountain. To live a life of purpose in a senseless world. That's beyond extraordinary. Now, a few thank yous. I'd like to thank Mr. Orr. I don't think you get enough credit for all the things you do for your student, all the knowledge you have, everything you do there. Mr. Shell, in your apt teaching, how incredibly smart and knowledgeable you are is extraordinary. I've never met someone as great as math as you. Mr. Krufka, for all the rhetorical devices I learned, and for all the lessons I learned about kindness and understanding. And lastly, someone I think we'll all relate to a lot, Mr. Giles. Thank you so much. I'm not going to tear up because I have a $20 bet with him that I won't. But thank you so much. I think it's safe to say you've changed every single student you've had in your class. Thank you for being one of my biggest role models, heroes, and I'm glad to say one of my biggest friends. Bye, everyone.